If the World Cup were a long-running film, then for the past 2 decades, there has only ever been one lead actor, Lionel Messi. From 2006 to 2022, we witnessed the shyness of a young boy stepping onto the global stage. Saw him staring at the FIFA World Cup trophy at the Maracanã Stadium in Brazil, his eyes filled with longing and desolation. We also remember his confusion and heartbreak in Russia. Every 4 years, will this be Messi's moment to fulfill his destiny? Until that night in Qatar in everything 2022, fell when he finally lifted the trophy he had chased for 16 years. Football fans across the world understood one truth. This epic film had reached its perfect ending. The 2026 USA-Mexico-Canada World Cup stands in an awkward interim. Emotionally speaking, our youth was sealed with Messi's crowning glory. The thrill of staying up late to watch matches, the moments we held our breath over a single counterattack, the nights we wept over heartbreaking defeats. Every emotion peaked on December 18, 2022, and faded away soon after. It is like finishing the final chapter of Harry Potter. You know the wizarding world still exists, yet you no longer have the heart to turn the next page. Rationally, football has entered an unprecedented vacuum era after Messi. But history tells us the sport has always carried on its legacy. After Pelé came Maradona. After Maradona came Ronaldo and Zinedine Zidane. Then arrived the golden duel between Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. Every generation of fans has its own spiritual icon. Their youth etched deeply by one player, one jersey, one stadium. But who will take Messi's place? Mbappe is blisteringly fast. Haaland is dominant and ferocious. Bellingham is all-round and poised. Vinicius is agile and graceful. They are all exceptional talents. Yet none of them can define an entire generation the way Messi did. It is not that they are not good enough, but that the times have changed. Modern football has become a finely tuned machine. Assembly line youth academies churn out standardized talents. Swift, physical, and tactically disciplined. The lone heroes raised on street football, who defied the world with unbridled talent, are fading into oblivion. More importantly, Messi spent 16 years and 5 World Cup campaigns, completing his journey from prodigy to undisputed. His story spans a lifetime, long enough to fill an entire generation's youth. Which active young star today can offer us that same decades-long journey? When we look ahead to the 2026 World Cup, what do we see? Messi will likely no longer play full matches. Much like Maradona in his later years, he may linger on the bench in a new role. Yet that is not what we yearn for. Cristiano Ronaldo, all the names that accompanied our youth, will slowly drift into the distance. In their place rise countless young players we can barely name. They play brilliantly, with modern tactics and stellar stats. But turning on the television leaves us with a strange sense of detachment. Is this still the World Cup I have loved all my life? It is akin to watching a new Marvel film after Avengers Endgame, one without Iron Man or Captain America, replaced by a cast of unfamiliar new heroes. It may be well-made and commercially successful, but deep down, you know this is no longer your story. The fading hype around the World Cup is not due to dull matches, but because the one person who made us pour our hearts never recapture the racing heartbeat of skipping class to watch football together. The moment Messi lifted the trophy, we stepped off the stage of youth. The 2026 World Cup is nothing more than worth watching. We no longer need there may be another Messi. We'll never have a second youth to chase after him.